the minimum level of money expenditures which consumer has to undertake in order to get the given level of utility. If the consumer wants to achieve a given level of utility, then expenditure function will tell you that what's the minimum expenditure required to gain the particular given level of utility. So it means that more specifically we can say that expenditure function show the minimum level of expenditure which is required to achieve a given level of utility as the function of prices. मैं एक दफा दोबारा बताता हूँ कि आपका एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन आपको क्या बताता है. एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन आपको ये बताता है कि गिवन लेवल ऑफ यूटिलिटी पर गिवन लेवल ऑफ यूटिलिटी को अचीव करने के लिए व्हाट्स द मिनिमम एक्सपेंडिचर व्हिच इज रिक्वायर्ड. It gives us the information that what is the minimum level of expenditure which is required at the given prices to achieve a given level of utility. फर्ज किया एक कंज्यूमर एक इंडिफरेंस कर्व के एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट पे जाता है, ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब है यूटिलिटी तो कांस्टेंट है. तो एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन आपको ये बताएगा कि इस यूटिलिटी लेवल को कांस्टेंट रखते हुए मिनिमम एक्सपेंडिचर कितना आपको चाहिए इफ यू वांट टू मूव फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट टू एन अदर पॉइंट. हाउ इट इज डिराइव्ड, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हियर. अच्छा, ये लाइन पहले पढ़ ले. एक्सपेंडिचर, इसका मतलब एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन क्या हुआ? इट गिव्स द मिनिमम कॉस्ट ऑफ अचीविंग द फिक्स्ड लेवल ऑफ यूटिलिटी. मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूं, अगर हमारे पास एक गिवन लेवल ऑफ यूटिलिटी हो जिसको हमने अचीव करना, तो एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन क्या है वो हमें ये बताएगा व्हाट्स द मिनिमम पॉसिबल एक्सपेंडिचर रिक्वायर्ड टू अचीव द गिवन लेवल ऑफ यूटिलिटी. You can read the last line. Expenditure function gives the minimum cost, the minimum expenditure of achieving the fixed level of utility. Okay, the next question is how it is obtained. Very simple. In order to obtain the expenditure function, we simply have to substitute Hixian demand functions into the expenditure equation. देखिए, indirect utility function कैसे obtain किया था हम लोगों ने? There we substituted the Marshallian demand functions into the respective objective function. In that case, the objective function was utility function because the objective was to maximize utility. And now here, in this particular case, the objective function is the budget. And we have to minimize the budget. So it means what we'll do, in the expenditure equation, in place of x1, x2, x3, वगैरह, we simply substitute the Hixian demand functions. We will get the expenditure function which will tell us the minimum expenditure which is required to achieve the given level of utility. So here, read the last line. Expenditure function, I have written E for expenditure function. It will be the function of prices and given utility. What information it will give you? Minimum, this is what? What else? This is within the bracket. It's the expenditure. ये क्या है? P1 into X1 उन सब का सम है नहीं ये, तो this is the expenditure. तो expenditure function आपको बताता है कि what's the minimum expenditure? ये क्या चीज़ है? Minimum expenditure to achieve the given level of utility. I'll explain it in next slide. Look here. We are starting with a very simple two commodity case. अगर नहीं समझ आया अब पहले तो अब जरूर आ जाएगा इंशाल्लाह. We are starting with a very simple two commodity case. This is the budget equation. So the objective is to minimize the expenditure. So the objective is to minimize this expenditure. So in order to obtain the expenditure function, what we will do, we will substitute the Hixian demand functions into this equation. In place of x1, we'll put the Hixian demand function for first commodity. In place of x2, we will substitute the Hixian demand function of second commodity. So look here, I'm going to do it. Look here. X1 is the first commodity. Here, in place of X1, we substituted X1 Hixian, which is the function of price and utility. X2 is the second commodity. Here, in place of X2, we substituted X2 Hixian, which is the function of prices and utility. So eventually, you can see that expenditure will turn out to be the function of prices and income. So expenditure function is the function of prices and income. Any question, please? Okay. let's summarize it. We started with the properties of Hicksian demand function. Okay, there are two fundamental properties of Hicksian demand function. The first property was regarding the degree of homogeneity. We discussed that Marshalian demand function is homogeneous of degree 0 in crisis. It means that if all prices change by the same proportion, then there will be no change on the demand. We applied the Euler's theorem there and we got the result that utility held constant, the sum of utility held constant on price and cross price elasticities will be equal to 0. The second property of the Marshalian Hicksian demand function was that it satisfies the constraint. In this case, the constraint is utility. So what we did in utility function, in place of x1, x2, x3 and so on other commodities, we substituted the corresponding Hicksian demand functions. That gave us an expression, and then we differentiated that expression with respect to price. And when we differentiated with respect to price and made some simplifications by substituting the first order conditions, and we got some expression. That expression was converted into elasticities, and we got the result that utility held constant on price and the weighted sum of utility held constant on price and cross price elasticities is equal to 0. And what were the weights? Expenditure were the weights. Okay. After that, we discussed the idea of expenditure function. Expenditure function gives the minimum possible expenditure which is required to achieve the given level of utility with the given prices. How it is obtained? Very simple. If in the budget equation, in place of x1, x2, x3, the commodities, in place of these commodities, we substitute the corresponding Hicksian demand function, we'll get the expenditure function. Any question, please? One assignment, we are given 6 different utility functions. The first one is very simple. Utility is the function of x1 and x2. The powers are 1, 1. Second is x1 plus x2. In third case, third and fourth utility functions are the replica of first and 2. The only difference is this: in first utility function and second utility function, the power of x1 and x2 was 1, and here we have taken a power of 2. The third is the generalized case, where we took the powers alpha, beta, and the sixth utility function, not the third, sorry, fifth. Fifth is the generalized case, where we took the Cobb-Douglas utility function. Powers are generalized. The power of x1 is alpha, and the power of x2 is beta. And the last utility function is the CES utility function, constant elasticity of substitution utility function. Here the rho is the substitution parameter. Now what you will do, for all the 6 utility functions, you will derive the expressions of Hicksian demand function and the corresponding expenditure function. You know how to derive Hicksian demand function. You will apply the Lagrangian function, optimize expenditure subject to the given level of utility. Apply the first order condition and then simplify it, you'll get the Hicksian demand function. So you will have to do it for 6 times with 6 different utility functions. So you will get 6 sets of Hicksian demand functions. And then for each case, for each Hicksian demand function, you will get the corresponding expenditure function. For example, if you are doing it for this one, x1 is the Hicksian demand function, put it here. x2 is the Hicksian demand function, put it here. Then simplify. But after simplification, wrong. You will have to substitute the Hicksian demand functions into the budget equation. What is budget equation? M is equal to P1 x1 plus P2 x2. मैं दोबारा बताता हूँ. These are the 6 utility function. हर एक के ऊपर आप expenditure minimize, utility constraint की condition लगा के आप first order condition निकालेंगे. उन first order conditions को आप simultaneously solve करेंगे. Simultaneous solution of first order conditions will give you the corresponding Hicksian demand function. For each utility function, you will get 2 Hicksian demand function, one for x1 and one for x2. So it means that overall you will get 12 Hicksian demand function, 2 for each utility function. फिर आप क्या करेंगे? जो भी आपके एक demand function आएंगे, उनको budget के equation में substitute करेंगे. Budget की equation क्या है? M is equal to P1 x1 plus P2 x2. सबके लिए same है. तो आप पहले वाले यूटिलिटी फंक्शन के जो फिक्स्ड डिमांड फंक्शन आएंगे उनको भी पुट करेंगे m is equal to p1 x1 plus p2 x2 में x1 और x2 की जगह एंड सो ऑन। तो आपके पास इस तरह 6 एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन आ जाएंगे। तो यू विल गेट 6 एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन corresponding to each given level or each utility function। उसके बाद आपका जो नेक्स्ट पार्ट है असाइनमेंट का वो अभी आप नहीं कर सकते, सिर्फ मैंने लिख दिया है, मैंने अभी आपको ये पढ़ाना है। अप्लाई ऑल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ फिक्स्ड डिमांड फंक्शन and expenditure function derived in previous part. In part number 1, you will derive 6 pairs of fixed demand function. आपने प्रॉपर्टीज फिक्स्ड डिमांड फंक्शन की आज पढ़ ली है, उनको अप्लाई कीजिएगा। एक्सपेंडिचर फंक्शन की प्रॉपर्टीज अभी आपने नहीं पढ़ी है, जब पढ़ लेंगे उनको भी उसके ऊपर अप्लाई कर दीजिएगा। और कोशिश कीजिएगा कि ये असाइनमेंट जो है 23 जून तक आप जमा करवा दें। आज हमारी डेट गालिबन क्या डेट है,